Over the summer, I spent a lot of time thinking about how to organize our classroom this year. I knew I had an opportunity to try something innovative and a bit risky. Project-based learning wasn't enough. Making Genius Hour most of the day on Friday wasn't either. I wanted to think of a way to give kids more ownership. I thought about how to create a classroom where kids make real, meaningful decisions and are held accountable for them. Most importantly, I wanted to create a place where 21st century skills were used all day long, every single day. In this classroom, collaboration, communication, critical thinking, and problem solving aren't just words. They're a way of life. It's how we operate, and students have a chance to be creative. But what kind of classroom is this? Where can I find examples? Is this a crazy idea? Is anybody trying this? I realized I had to change my thinking. I had to think like an entrepreneur. And I had to get my kids to think like one as well. So what's an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is a person who isn't afraid to think big thoughts. An entrepreneur looks for innovative solutions to our problems. They aren't afraid to try something new and different. Entrepreneurs have a passion for learning and never stop asking questions. Entrepreneurs are risk takers. Entrepreneurs are not afraid to fail, often. When we fail, we sometimes feel bad. We cry. We blame someone else and don't take responsibility. We don't want to ask for help because we're too embarrassed. Not entrepreneurs. When they fail, they don't pout and cry. They reflect on the reason why. And they always learn something from their mistakes. So I started looking for the wrong answers, instead of trying to be the first one with the right answer. By thinking like an entrepreneur, I came up with an idea. I founded a startup classroom. In a startup classroom, you are all entrepreneurs. You have the power to determine the success or failure of our company. This company is founded on the principle that failure is the first step to success. Many people who have gone on to do great things failed at first. It was only by learning from their mistakes they began to succeed. They learned how to persevere and be successful. This year we are going to work like a startup business. Each of you is part owner in this business. The success of our business depends on each one of you and your ability to persevere, problem solve, show grit, determination, and tenacity, learn from your mistakes, and help each other. Here's our logo. It's our brand that tells about us. So how is our company organized? Well, I am the Chief Learning Officer, the CLO. I'm in charge of big picture thinking, setting goals and objectives, and managing operations. I help decide on what direction we need to go in, how we need to get there, who's going to do what. I'm like a coach or a mentor and the manager of the business. I'm also in charge of doing the performance reviews. Our company has 5 different teams: technology team, logistics team, development communications team, creative team, and engineering team. You will be applying for a position on one of these teams. Here are the team's responsibilities. Technology team is responsible for the technology resources in our room. The iPad cart, keyboards, laptops, headsets. They're responsible for troubleshooting. That means answering questions. And they should always be on the lookout for new apps. The logistics team is responsible for making sure we have what we need to do our work. They are the most important team in our business. Without them, we wouldn't have the things we need to get our work done. They are responsible for supplies and resources, scheduling and keeping the assets of our business organized. The development communications team has a very important job. They are responsible for helping to develop curriculum and learning tasks, planning projects, building assessments for the company to see how we are doing. Later in the year, they will start to create our newsletter to send home. They will also send home the tweet of the day. The creative team works closely with the development communications team and is responsible for how our public communications look. They are the designers. Their main job is to plan presentations and promote our brand. The engineering team's main job is to solve problems as they come up. They are responsible for asking questions and checking in with the other teams. They oversee the operations and make sure we are meeting our goals and objectives. They are responsible for checking assessments to see if they actually assess what we are supposed to know. This is the problem-solving team. This year we're going to think like entrepreneurs. No thought is too small or silly to share. We're going to think big thoughts and be unafraid of big problems. We're going to look for solutions to not only problems in the classroom but also the world. We're going to try new things. We're going to develop our passion for learning by asking questions. We're going to take risks in our learning. We're going to see failure as the first step toward success and not the end of a journey. It's in our company DNA. Everyone will play an important role in our success. When we all think like entrepreneurs, we accomplish great things and make the world more awesome.